I've happened upon a little village, I have no idea what it's called. This looks like a nice little place to live. Little play park, little public green. There's something quite impressive about Victorian bridges. Oh, it's the bridge that keeps on giving. It just goes on and on and on. I'm actually going to go under it. We seem to be joining the main road again. And we can see some of Scotland's magnificent mountains off in the distance. Day 97, it's the 7th of October. Look at this glorious sunshine, wide open fields, downhill. It's all good. Well, there's a little village ahead. I have no idea what it is. The church has got pride of place on the hill up there. Actually, it's a ruin. Is that a ruin? I can see through its window. I think it is. What does that say? Something. Bankfoot Inn. So I'm guessing from that clue that this is Bankfoot. Seems like a nice quiet little village. It's got some very nice houses here. Isn't that pretty? My favourite kind of drives. Through an archway of trees. Look at these forests, they're wonderful. Waterloo something. So yes, if you want to know anything about my Kickstarter that I'm planning, there's a page on my blog, cyclevr.com/Kickstarter. It's got my initial thoughts about what I'm going to do. It's not final. There's a lot of questions to be answered. If you want to join in the discussion, go to the discussion forums at the same place, and you can join in and say your thing. Help me decide what I'm going to do. Hello cows. I think I'm going to pitch my tent right next to you guys for the night. I went for a real cycle today in real reality. That was something different, haven't done that for a while. And I tell you what, it was a whole lot easier than the last time I did it, because I've been doing all this exercise. Much easier. So that's a win. That's a lovely little cottage at the bottom of the hill there with all the trees surrounding it. That is really nice. And we have a load of campers, travellers rather, not campers, travellers. Got all their gear out. And I'd like to hike up there. That looks great fun. What have we got? Perth to the right, Inverness to the left. Well, we've been to Perth, so by a process of elimination, let's go left. Looks like we're coming into a village. You're not sure what this is. We'll see if we can see a sign. Something Nam? Vietnam? I don't know. Oh, that's pretty. The yellow's a bit too bright for me, but nice. Washing in the trees, hanging up in the forest. I wish I knew what this place was called. It's lovely. There's some really nice buildings here. Look at that hotel. I'm going to say this has been a popular holiday spot for quite a while. We're going over a pretty impressive bridge. I really wish I knew where this was. See if these shops tell us any more. Dunkeld. We're in Dunkeld. What a fantastic place. I've never been here before. I'm definitely coming here in for real. Look out Dunkeld, here I come. Oh wow. That was unexpected. Look at that. Yeah, you can begin to see why I like to drive this way so much. Must be early morning, there's a bit of a haze. Again, more wonderful forests to cycle through today. Look at those hills. I'll tell you what, I can't wait to go visiting other countries when I finish this. It's funny, I've seen that's the road I just came out of. I've seen that turn off so many times when I've come up this way and never gone down it. Now I know what it's like. Craft centre, off to the right. Can't say I've ever been to a craft centre before. When I think of crafts, I think of macaroni stuck to bits of paper. It's a big day today. It's day 100. It's the 11th of October. Wow, day 100, eh? Who would have thought? 100 days. Look at those lovely mountains and forests. Now that's a big farm shed. Maybe they're growing giraffes or something. Nee Lummets man. If you're not from Scotland, totally authentic accent, I think you'll find. If you are from Scotland, obviously not. Pitlochry 5 miles. I can't get off onto a country road. There doesn't seem to be a nice little parallel country road. It's just this main road or nothing else. So, I don't know, maybe do you want to hear me sing or something? At least you can admire the lovely countryside. Look at those hills. Look at them. I'm going to be on the telly soon. Yes, I'm going down to London to be interviewed and filmed and probed and prodded, and then they're going to put me on the telly. It's a rather nice forest I'm cycling through, except for the strange lumps. It's nice and leafy. We are in Killiecrankie. Killiecrankie. What a great name. Some nice little cottages here, nestled at the bottom of a valley. Big hills and trees. Be a great place for walking. Oh, that's a green caravan. And a red house. Oh, they like their colours there, don't they? Some very nice houses around here. Just love the countryside around here, except for that great big quarry carved out of the hill. I'm reminded of Minecraft. See Steve picking his way through there. And this looks like the beginning of Blair Athol. I made it. Told you I would. But you wouldn't listen. The Blair Athol Castle is quite impressive actually if you get a chance to go through and have a look. I've got a fantastic selection of firearms in the very first room as you walk in. Some very interesting and strange things there. It's day 103, it's the 17th of October. I love this countryside. Big hills and fields and trees. If you look over there, just in the distance, that white box poking out the top, that's Blair Athol Castle. That's as close as we're going to get. Oh. Yeah. Whoa, there's an impressive thing. Must be the north entrance to the castle. Imagine having those hills in your back garden. You just go for a wander anytime you like. What do we have here? Some kind of visitor centre? Brewer. It's the Falls of Brewer. A very lovely place for going to see waterfalls, and also they've set up this huge sort of mini shopping complex thing where you can buy, you know, jars of jam and knitted jumpers and things like that. Other things that begin with J. Cycling in these forests makes me want to go camping. I do like camping. What do we got here? Calwine or something? I couldn't really read that. Oh dear. That's a fixer-upper. Some of these little cottages are nice. What very nice lighting all of a sudden. Streaming through the trees. Well, it looks like today's going to be fairly boring, and so will tomorrow and the next day, because there's not going to be much to see for the next few days. I'm in the Cairngorms National Park right now, sort of on the outskirts of it. It's funny, the effect of just seeing the bright sun coming through the trees on my back. It feels warmer. It's a strange psychological effect. I know it's not, but it feels warmer. Megabus, £1. The lovely forests have given way to pine plantations and heather. I'm not a big fan of hills covered in heather. It just looks barren from a distance and itchy when you're up close. I've been warned about wearing long trousers when you go into the hills in Scotland, otherwise the fleas will bite you and then you get Lyme's disease. And then you're sick and wobbly for about 12 months. And they say all the beasties are in Australia. It's not true. Look at those rays of light coming through the trees. Some kind of green stuff. Oh, speed cameras. Better drive, cycle carefully. See these gates, these orange gates? When there's too much snow, the road gets closed, and none shall pass. If you're from a country that's not used to snow like I am, these things are kind of weird. How's that for a range of hills? Or mountains, rather. When does a hill become a mountain? I should probably look that up. I was just a way to tell you something about the sides of these hills, and I couldn't quite see properly, so I was about to whisk off my VR headset as if that was going to help me see more clearly. The sides of these hills look kind of black and dead, but they're actually covered in heather, which is a kind of spongy little shrub thing covered in flowers. More prancing deer ahead. You get a lot of wild deer up this way. Looks like it's absolutely belting down up ahead. It's turned black.